How's it going, everyone? Hopefully everyone's having a great Wednesday. I am back with another live stream. We're going to be streaming some Grandia 2. It's been a couple of weeks since we last touched this game, but I'm hoping that we can all go ahead and get on through it and have a great time. How y'all doing today? Hopefully y'all are doing good. I know we got the quarantine in effect, and it is what it is. It'll do what it do. So that's just about the crux of that. Hopefully y'all are having a great time, and y'all ready to do it. I feel like I'm talking to myself. I don't see anyone up here. Anyway, y'all are ready to do it. I am ready to do it. Let's go ahead and get on the stream.
Game art.
What's up, HLO? And I think when we left off, we were at the church, right? Did it notify in Discord? It doesn't seem to notify. Noticing that. Maybe I have silenced myself for notifying people that I go. It doesn't seem like it. So I'm not sure what's causing that. I'll see you got a notification. Yo, what's up, Drew? HLO Drew? Rogue, what's up? Yeah, I don't remember what we did last time we played this. So what y'all been up to today so far? Said nothing much. 2-week vacation. Just pre-order Final Fantasy VII Remake on your PS4. Oh, so you go back to work in 2 weeks? He said maybe a zombie apocalypse has started and we are the last to find out. Possibly so. Yeah, it was a ghost town when I went out. I had to go see my doctor about an hour and a half ago. It is an absolute ghost town here. They're pretty much so far. They just shut down my job. Who knows? Have you had to collect or request for unemployment, Drew? He said, yeah, I got that all settled. They're paying me. Thank God, because I need that money to live and eat. I'm hoping that, not only with the stimulus package that's supposed to take into effect, I'm hoping that people, that they also pause people having to, pay rent and stuff like that, because nobody needs to get evicted during this time. Like, I hope nobody has to go through that. Right, so I don't need to go here. Does your landlord wants everything to be paid in cash or money? Are you serious? Or check or money order? Alright, so where do I go then? Yo, what's up, Sean? What's up, Nero? I'm doing good, man. I had to go see my doctor. I had to go see my doctor a little earlier. I had to do a little checkup. As you guys know, like I'm 4 years in remission, so I'm not clear of cancer until I hit the 5-year mark. So I had to go and make sure I was all good. Alright, so question now is, where do we go? Well, yeah. I have to do a checkup every so often. But I'm not completely clear of cancer until I hit the time frame of 5 years total. And where do I go? Okay, so not the audience chamber. Not the lobby. I mean, I'm fine. I mean, I've been doing these checkups. The worst of it was when I had the cancer. So I was good dealing with that for a good 1 to 2.5 years. That's total 6 years, 6.5 years I've dealt with it. But it's just nothing new to me. I openly talk about it on the streams and everything. We get you about your landlord one check or money order, like the virus can. Yeah, it can. Millennia's back. How's the audio in the game? Is it quiet or is it good? What's up, Zero? How's it going? Sean, you say loud ass footsteps. Yeah, that's how them games were back in 2000. He said, kind of annoyed you have an outbreak eczema in your body for months. Steroid to make it. I'm sure the cream ointment works. I'm pausing now, planning on buying the Dragon Mark for Death Season Pass tonight. That's what's up. Hey, we're gonna be streaming that tonight. But today's a busy day, so right after my stream, or this stream, which I'm gonna end this stream at 2:30 or 3. Then I'm on someone else's podcast. It's in New York. Show radio podcast. It's one of the biggest tech and gaming podcasts in New York. I'm gonna be on their show, and then right after that, I gotta record for my review of Trails of Cold Steel 3 for Steam, which I'm behind on. That was due last week Friday. I'm behind on that. So I gotta get that out. I gotta finish up writing the review, and then I need to change heads because this cable is too short. So I've got to finish up writing the review, and once I finish that review, I gotta hop on a conference call with Logitech. Okay, this is much better. Yeah, I gotta hop on a conference call with did I say Logitech? No. I got off on the conference call with Go to Game and Game Informer because I just signed a contract with both. I'm partnering with both Game Informer magazine and Go to Game. So there's that. Yeah, so I have a conference call with both companies. Then I've got a conference call with Alienware because I'm working on a contract with them, as well as becoming an influencer for them, part of the Alienware Hive. Then probably half an hour after that, I have another conference call I have to do with Gunner Optics. They're looking to bring me on as one of their influencers and sponsor me. So have that. Then I have the next stream, the community stream, and then after that, I'm gonna be editing to try and get the Trails of Cold Steel 3 review up by at least by midnight, the written one, and then I'm gonna stay up all night to work on the video review, and hopefully I can get the video review up by 2 or 3 a.m. my time. Probably take like a half hour or anywhere from a half hour to maybe a 2-hour nap. I gotta be up because I got a podcast I gotta do with Gothics TV, which I don't know if you guys saw the tweet. I put it out. I'll drop it in the chat. I've got a podcast with Gothics, my friend Vanessa. So I'm gonna be doing podcast with her. Then I need to start recording my review for Resident Evil 3 remake. Need to finish up capturing footage for Final Fantasy 7 remake, and I need to start working on Wallachia, Reign of Dracula, and I need to start working on my Kaiko media reviews. The Kaiko Lab reviews. I just have a hell of a lot of shit right now. I really wish I had a team. Like I've been mulling this over in my head. Like I want to get a team together, but because I've tried it twice before and it's always crashed and burned, I don't want to try to bring on people that are just going to play around. Like literally, like I get something, I want to be like, okay, look, hey, this review needs to be done this time. This review needs to be done that time. I need you to work on this. This is a deadline. Thing is, I've tried it 3 times before and I can never find reliable people. Like it's kind of one of the things like I was talking to Donovan about this morning. Like the idea of a team is nice, but a lot of people think that like, you know, content creation, you just like I'm streaming a video game now. They're like, oh, it's just playing around. And it's like, no, this is yes sir, I was talking about what we were talking about. But yeah, like you know, a lot of people don't understand like it's a business, and like me, I'm signing contracts with companies, you know, partnerships, endorsements, deals, and stuff like that. And I've tried working with people, especially people out here in Hawaii. I've tried to work with people here, and the idea is like, oh, you're just playing around, you know, we're just gonna play around, play video games. Like, no, this is a fucking job. Have I tried posting on Indeed or another job search engine? I haven't. Thing is, I can't afford to pay anyone right now. Like, I'm barely getting by, to be honest. But like a team, like a lot of these other bigger channels, I see in other content creators, they have teams that they've been able to amass to be able to do stuff. And I like the idea of it. But I think a lot of people are not going to be content with, oh, I'm getting a free video game or I'm getting product or swag. Because honestly, 90% of how I'm getting paid from companies is split between exposure and free product. Because you know how like a lot of, I know I should be playing the game now, and I'm just babbling on, but a lot of people stop boarding. Hey, I get those. I get a lot of those free with my Papa John's rewards. But like a lot of people, a lot of content creators, you know, they their whole thing is the algorithm. You know, do a video, it goes viral, get all these people in, or run with the topic and go viral. You know, kind of like the whole Vic situation. I see that, and I see that those people get stuck. I know, I am playing a game. Those people get stuck trying to do one thing, and that's just staying on that topic. You look at the people with the whole Vic situation. Many of them can't do anything outside of that. If they do another topic, you know, people don't care because they're there for that one thing. So for me, what I'm doing is some mentality of getting the machine behind me, if that makes sense. My approach is I don't have money to pay for like marketing and this and this, but I can partner up with a bunch of companies like Alienware, like Victrix, like Logitech, like Rode, you know, or Microsoft or Sony or whatever, work with them and get their promotion behind me, and then, you know, put out a quality review for their product, have them on my show. It's a give and take. You know, it's a lot of people think, oh, there's all this money you're gonna be making. And honestly, I enjoy making money, but the relationships and what I'm building towards, it honestly, it's more rewarding in a way, if that makes sense. So that's pretty much where I'm at now. You know, some people tell me, they're like, oh man, you know, if I do YouTube or I do content creation, man, I just want to be rolling in the thousands and thousands. I'm like, look, I just want to be able to pay my bills. Like, real talk. All I want to do is be able to, if I can just pay my bills and get by, I'm happy with it. That's what I want to do. I want to be able to pay my bills. I gotta keep the lights and stuff on, be able to do this. I want to be able to create opportunities for other people, so that other people can, you know, other people who want to get into content creation or do different things, I want them to be able to have the opportunity to be able to do stuff. Oh, no, you good, Andrew. Don't worry about it. You know, I just want to be able to make, you know, yeah, having a job I enjoy and being able to do things that make people happy, you know, or create opportunities, like, you know, trying the stuff I do. And I know I don't get no love from folks in Hawaii, with the exception of Lehua and Miss DJM and my homegirl Desiree. But creating opportunities for people out here to be able to do stuff. You know what I mean? Like if they want to get into the games industry, they want to get into tech, or they want to work with different organizations, I want to be able to help, pave those roads and help someone else be able to embrace their dreams. Because honestly, I'm all about paying it forward and the reciprocity, man. I want to help people achieve their dreams. And kind of like Fangirl said, it's like trying to build an empire. I really am. And it's like where I'm at now, I don't think I'm really doing anything at all. But where I'm at now is better than where I was a year ago, which is better than a year before that, And if I can help people along the way, then that's what I want to do. So I make an announcement. I'll make it public here. I am now an ambassador for, I just dropped the link for Safe in Our World, which is a company. This is an organization that helps support mental health awareness in video games and media. And they are, I read out their mission, which is something, it resonates with me. So their main goal, the main goal of Safe in Our World is to create and foster worldwide mental health awareness within video game industry and beyond. And it's to eliminate the stigma surrounding mental health and to make it a natural topic of discussion and promote the dialogue surrounding mental health so people are not afraid to reach out for help if they need it. We got there's a lot of people that are part of it. Myself, I'm the newest ambassador for that group. You've got people such as my friend Aaron Cooper, who is part of their team. If you guys are familiar with Doug Cockle, who is the voice of Geralt of Rivia from the Witcher video games, he is one of the patrons and also an ambassador for it. You have a lot of different people that are part of this cause, and it's something that's very special to me. And I'm sorry if I'm talking people's ear off at this point. I'm just decompressing in a way and just sharing. It's a cause that's very important to me. I have depression. I have anxiety. And I know in my family and with people I know, it's not something I can openly engage with because they think that mental health is, in Hawaii, they would say it's a haole thing or a white person thing. When I was in the South, it was said that was a white person thing. That's not something, people of color or whatever have. But it's something, when you come from an abusive family like I did. I came from a very abusive family. The only support I had was my mother. My father, I had no support from my father. I had no support from my siblings. I was always put down, told I was retarded. I can't do this. I can't do that. Still to go off myself. And there have been many times in my life, which may be hard for a lot of people to know, to believe. There have been many times in my life where I have been to brinks where I have tried to, I don't want to say it because I might get monetized by speaking on it. But been times where I've wanted to and I've tried to. I've got scars to prove it. I went through that when I lost my daughter about 12 years ago. I went through that when I found out the 2 kids I had with my ex-wife weren't mine, and she was sleeping with my best friend. I went through that with me having cancer. I've gone through that when I lost one of my older brothers, who's one of my best friends. I actually buried him about 4 years ago. Well, 4.5 years ago, around the time that I went through it. So you know, and just struggling to get acceptance and love from my father and from my siblings. And it's just something that I found that therapy and speaking about this, it's a cause that means a lot to me. And I've lost a lot of friends due to, you know, suicide and stuff like that. And if I can be part of an organization to help spread awareness to, hey, you know, that's not the way, let's find other solutions to whatever may be going on with your feelings, or if there's a chemical imbalance or whatever, if we can talk about that or help, if I can put myself in a position to help someone else, you know, move through the difficult parts in life, then I damn well want to be part of it. That makes sense. So it's a cause it does mean a lot to me, and I'm honored to be part of Safe in Our World as an ambassador for them. All nonprofit, they do charities globally to help raise awareness and you know, great. And I wouldn't tie my name to anything if I wasn't, you know, 100% about it. So yeah. You say your pineapple family is here for you anytime. I appreciate you guys. You've gone through so much and you can help others. No better feeling. I just want to help other people. I feel like if I can leave any legacy in this life behind me, I just want to leave a legacy of helping people. Because I can't take nothing with me to the grave, but I can use works to help people along the way. And if I can help someone, then I will. What's up, One Eye? All right, so what all have I missed in the chat? I feel like there's a whole lot said and I missed a whole lot. What's up, Sean, Zero Fanatic, Fangirl, Nero, Rogue, Allspark, H.O. Low, Donovan, Umair, Anthony Jordan, Andrew, what's up? One Eye. Is he looking at these honey walnut prawns like now here, look here. I likes you and I wants you. Oh, Fangirl, you said if you can help one person, it's worth it. It is, you know, because you never know how much that can impact and be a positive influence on somebody else, you know, and I'm a big believer in like I said, paying it forward and reciprocity, and just, you know, people helping people, no matter the race, religion, you know, orientation, none of that. Just helping folks, because in the end, we're all humans on this planet having a human experience. We bleed the same blood, got bones, you know, anatomy. Main difference is how we think, how we talk, skin color, and how we look. But fundamentally, we're all humans. What's the idea you got, Danny? I know it took me like 36 minutes to actually start playing this game. You say your partner is a CBT therapist and helps ex-army. Ooh, that is awesome. How long has your partner been doing that? See, Miguela is also a big believer in bitches having his money. Yep, and Nemesis was collecting left and right. So I've got this thing where I'm enjoying PlayStation VR so much and Resident Evil 7 in VR, to the point where playing 3 remake and 2 is jarring, because I want that first person experience back. You said, Fangirl, so you guys been together about 10 years? Well, he's been doing that for about 10 years. Nice. Or he or she, sorry. He or she. Anthony said, when I did my chapter 2 review, I sought the movies. And I was saying, just have, yeah. Oh. Hello. Yeah, you've been fighting against the VR heads. I know I've been fighting it for so long, and now that I got it, I'm like, yeah, I'm about that life now. Allspark, you say a buttery smooth shirt with a picture of a block of butter wearing sunglasses. Oh, Danny, I think I'm gonna have to do that, my guy. I think I'm gonna have to do that. I'm gonna have to make that shirt. Yeah, I didn't think that the Pineapple People shirt would even be a thing y'all would be interested in, and I hand drew that, and I drew it in Photoshop. No, Procreate. In Procreate. What's everybody up to today? What have y'all been doing? You said just watching Game of Thrones. What season are you on, fangirl? Rogue, you said, I wonder if President Miguel told that to past Miguel the night after the Resident Evil 7 stream, if he'd believe him. Hell no, he wouldn't. He would not believe him at all. Dude, I was so adamantly against playing Resident Evil 7, and in not even like I couldn't even fathom VR. But I've been playing like 4 hours. I've played 4 hours so far in VR. About an hour of that was hiding from Jack Baker, but other than that, like, I'm just so caught up in it. I'm like, man, this is fun. Like, it's still scary, but it's like, I don't even know how to put it, you know? You said, Nero, you said trying to deal with boredom and wishing I had a time machine. You got video games, right? To help you get through it. Danny, you said you slept in the 4 in the afternoon. What time is it there where you and Fangirl are? Fangirl, you said you're on season 7. You said you need to get one just for Resident Evil 7. I'm so glad I got that VR headset. I know Lehua might want one as well, because she really liked what is it she played? She's playing Astrobot, and that was a lot of fun for her. Donovan, thank you. I want to thank you for that, and thank all of you who were donating to make that happen, because that was a life-changing experience. I didn't even know that I need to experience VR like that. So I'm over here now playing Resident Evil. I got my VR headset on, and I'm looking at Resident Evil 7 on my home select screen. And I'm like, look here. I'm over here fully.
I'm over here fully like, look. See, I want you. I like you, and I want you. Now, we gonna either play in VR, or we gonna play without VR. But either way,
I'm making you my bitch, and I'm conquering this game in VR.
So that's just how it goes. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about it. Can I play a clip of me playing Resident Evil 7 in VR? I can. I was actually gonna record myself doing it to give you guys like a teaser of it, but I'm gonna be definitely playing it this Sunday. I'm gonna be playing in VR. He said, "What else did you unleash, Danny?" It's your fault. HLO says, "You really love that voice changer." Man, I'm in love with Go XLR right now. This is the best interface I've ever had. Nami's like, but either way, the choice is mine. So you sounded like the squeaky exorcist bitch from South Park.
Hey, don't put that evil on me, neurologist. I'm just saying, okay? Maybe I do sound like the squeaky exorcist bitch from South Park, but either way, it is what it is. And I'm gonna do what I do.
And yeah, Fangirl, I'm gonna play it live. So what I'm thinking of doing, and I want to get your guys' feedback on it, with me playing this game in VR, do you guys want me to keep the current overlay I have, or have a full screen of the game and with the green screen behind me and just me in the game itself? So kind of want your guys' feedback on that and how you want me to go about that. So just the game and with me in it, or like the current layout I have now? So, Fangirl, you said you want to see me shit myself. One eye, you said you vote green screen, maybe that way you can scare some of the people watching. YouTube guideline, chapter 3, section 32, paragraph 1. Mikhail puts that evil on himself. Rogue, you said I personally like it the way it is now, but it's not a huge issue. Said updated versions of Resident Evil 7 VR come with band. God damn. He's in nappies. Oh, the diapers. He said millennia would be fun at clubs and parties. Oh, definitely. Oh my god, this chick is thirsty. I'm playing this on the Switch. I think right now this is Switch exclusive. Let's see. Oh. Danny, so you couldn't sleep much after hearing about what happened earlier? Oh, you mean the squall guy? Oh yeah, he emailed me back. I didn't get to tell most of you guys that, but yeah, he emailed me back and he said that the reason he said what he said to Desiree is because she was disrespectful to him. So he felt it right to say that to her. Hey, are you saying you're getting a Switch Lite happen? So what happened was that Squall Shade had said to Desiree that she, you know, a woman's place is in the kitchen and that's where she needs to go. And like that's where she belongs or whatever like that. And I spoke to him about that, spoke to her about that, and when I talked to him, he said that he strongly believes what he believes about it, and that that's how he views women. So I told him, like, look, you know, our group is not about that. And basically told him he could see himself out. And so what I did is I ended up blocking him. I booted him from the group and blocked him. And so then, you know, he wanted me to go on the show and then wanted me to stream he wanted to interview me, but he wanted to stream the interview he was doing with me on my channel. And then if further, if I were to get any like what's the term? If I were to get any like super chats or donations or anything for it to be given to him, because it would be his show, and then he would turn around and re-upload it to his channel. Interesting thing about him is he hasn't done an interview since 2016, and he came to our channel from Nick Ricada's stream. Now that guy was just weird. I just put it that way. You know, my thing was, if he would have owned up and just apologized, then we could have probably squashed it. But to double down and make shit up and try to use me, I'm like, no, you can get out. I'm not tolerating anyone disrespecting anyone in our group. So that's the first time I've actually had to ban him or somebody that has been part of our group or jumped in our group. He said Desiree isn't going to be disrespectful unless you give her a reason. Exactly. The thing is, it's 2020. There's no need for it these days. You said he had, that's the other thing. He tried to throw you and Spirit under the bus too, and I'm like, they didn't have anything to do with your fuckery. It just like, yeah, dude, he tried to say that because of the conversation when he was well shit. Let me hold on. I send it to you. Bruh, he was trying to throw folks under the bus. I'm like, man, they didn't say shit. Like, don't put that evil on them. That dude was full of it. All he did was try and talk with his exactly. Dude, that dude. Well, he popped into the group on Friday, my Friday night, your Saturday morning. Or yeah. And it has just been weird since. So given how highly everyone thinks of Desiree, I really don't think he wanted any of us to say. He said, considering what Desi deals with in chat, it's safe to say her tolerance for fuckery is super high, right? Like, she just wouldn't come out the gate like that. And for him to try to throw other people under the bus, I just wasn't cool with that shit. I wasn't cool with it at all. I think I was in last Saturday when he was in. Yeah, because he hopped on the voice chat. He joined the group and then hopped in the voice chat. And it just kind of took that weird turn. And then to further that, so apparently I think the guy's like in his 40s and he's like talking about gothic sushi and saying that she just needs a man to settle down with, and he's looking to settle down with, and some other shit like that. And some stuff he was telling me on the side is like, oh, he could give her what she wants. Or yeah, he's crawling up on 40. He's single. He's got this anime girl obsession. I'm like, bruh, just we ain't got time for that nonsense. Hey girl, you say he will always be single. Yeah, with that type of mentality, he definitely will be. I should have told him to fuck off myself when he made that comment. It was just so out of character. Like, well, not out of character, out of pocket. Like, why say something like that? You know? You said the conversation me and Spirit had with him was decent, but he set off a couple of alarms. Yes, that's what Spirit was saying too. Like, he was just like saying that the dude just kept getting weirder and weirder. And like when I was talking to him privately, he was getting weird and weird too. Like, he's like, oh yeah, I want you to, he's like, you know, so we're gonna do this interview. He's like, we're still on for Saturday. And I'm like, Saturday? You booked me for Friday. He's like, oh no, I did Saturday. And I sent him a screenshot. He's like, oh, I thought I did Saturday. I'm like, no, you did Friday. He's like, well, so we're gonna stream on your channel. We're gonna stream this interview on your channel. I'm like, why would we stream your interview with me on my channel? Oh, because, you know, you've got a bigger following, and because you keep talking about in your streams that you want to help people. So because you want to help people, you can help me. Like, by letting you use me? He said, I have an anime girl obsession. And I'm not fucked in the head like him. Right? Like, you can have, like, you can be into that kind of stuff. That's fine. But that dude was just weird. Yeah, he said he had a waifu list. Yeah, in the hundreds. He said, if anyone I know, be they friend or family, found out that I had said that to a woman, they never. Same here. He said, the moral of the story with this guy is don't do drugs, kids. Oh man, it was crazy. Yeah, Desiree, we talking about that that ass clown. Letting him know what was going on and just so everyone knows. Like we're just not dealing with that. We're not. Just said for comparison, your waifu list tops out. Bro, I'm right there with you. I got like 4 or 5, but hundreds? I don't know about that. That's the last thing you need on your channel. It is. It really is. He said his brain was trying to spin as much shit as it could. Something stuck. I mean, the bullshit just didn't stop. Dude was just going with it. I'm like, wow. I couldn't believe it. Zero, you say that's the type of person you describe that you didn't want to deal with today. It is. It really is. And it's like, I've been weeding out these kind of people from the group, like little by little, either the self-promoting folks or the ones who are just trying to get something and dine and dash. It's like, that's not the kind of group that I don't think any of us want to be in. Pineapple cultist. Well, now we got another name for the list alongside Chobin and Goddess. You know the funny thing about Chosen Rebel is now she's trying to dick ride not only on VSIPs but also on Your Player 2 and Goblin. So she's trying to run with these folks. And I don't know VSIPs, but I'm cool with Goblin and with Josh. And I hope that they can see through her bullshit, because all she's trying to do is use them to platform herself. I see it now. Like it's weird, you know? Said, sorry, who is he? Does anyone know? Yeah, no one.
The mark of my
shit.
dignity shall scar thy DNA.
God. Y'all motherfuckers about to burn my goddamn DNA off. He said, yo, I'm back. Yo, what's up, Reggie? He says, yo, I'm back and I got lotion. Story time. Laugh my ass off. Oh my goodness. He said, I hope he goes out. There's a place for him. More dignity to discard Miguela's draw. Damn. I forget where this story goes. Something about Zara that's just not sitting right with me. You say, is he important enough for nah, the guy is not. He's not. He wanted to interview me, but I mean, he hasn't done an interview since 2016. I'm like, that's out of the blue. How's everyone been? We've been good, man. I was just shooting the shit with everyone, gave announcements, talked about stuff we're doing for this week. I need to record my Resident Evil 3 remake review, my Final Fantasy 7 remake review, and working on a bunch of other reviews I got sitting and ready and waiting. Edger's Farm, remembers? He gets dark, like mega dark. Shit, I could interview my eyes gonna die alone. Damn. All right, Desiree. Oh, I remember. It does get dark in this game. Okay, so I've never played Grandia 3 or Grandia Tactics, and I haven't really played much beyond like half an hour of one. Our 1, 3, and Tactics is anywhere near how dark this one gets? Grandia Extreme, I mean. Does that one get dark? You said I never finished Grandia 3 and Extreme is a grind fest. One eye, you said you only played 2. Yeah, I don't know about the others. So what's this game all about? Basically the crux of the story of this game, if you've played Final Fantasy X and Tales of Symphonia, it is effectively the same story, except this game came out before both of them. So the bulk of those two games borrowed heavily from this. The first one does have some dark stuff in it. So this is the undisputed original. Yeah, this came out a year before Final Fantasy X and 4 to 5 years before Tales of Symphonia. You said the theme of all those games, don't trust your religion. It really is. Yeah, so my Switch Lite is the baby blue one. Lehua has the Pokemon one, which originally this is mine. I ended up giving this one to Lehua. So she has this one. And I've gotten to the point where my primary Switch is just docked like 90% of the time. Like I don't ever undock it. The only time I ever use my dockable Switch is when I'm streaming. Other than that, I'm on my Switch Lite all the time. Well, not all the time, but if I play my Switch, I'm primarily on that if I'm not streaming. You said some things feel hopeless at points. Parts in the first one, that's all I will say. Ooh. You said basically half the games that you and Lehua play I've never either heard of or played. Which ones? And Fangirl, you say you're getting the baby blue one. If anybody wants to add me on Switch, here's my friend code. I don't often play online with folks. Not that I'm against playing online with people. I just most I actually play is, you know, primarily the main games I play is either fighting games on the Switch, Castlevania, Double Dragon, which no, this ain't the first time I played it. Probably on first time I played it in years. And Dragon Mark for Death. I have folks on it. A lot of folks I don't even know why I have them on here because I don't really play with anyone. I got a bunch of friend requests. Is that DJ? Oh, okay, yeah, I'll accept her. But oh, Kathy Dongo. Never mind. I need to start. That's my friend from Capcom. That's my connect from Capcom. She sent me a friend request. Holy crap! I need to start paying attention to this. Who is J Prime? Is that John? A generational gamer. Who is that? Yeah, so I get a lot of requests, but I think I've only ever played with really Zero, Spirit, and a few other folks. I think what's his name booted me, Sean Chiplock. He unfriended me on Twitter. The funny thing about that is I never bashed him. So you played a bit of battle mode on Doom Eternal. Oh, fun, even though I sucked. I need to play that. What do you have Doom Eternal on? What's up, Chris? So we get to see Mikhail's list of inside informants. What's hopping on Switch? What you playing, man? Playing some Saints Row and Overwatch till I get Animal Crossing. Oh, Oh, Spark, you said La Mulana 1 and 2. Well, La Mulana, those games aren't new, but they've never been mainstream. NIS America recently picked those up and they released those last week. E's Origins, the E series is better. E series is just as old as Zelda. It's just not as prominent. So Doom 64 is the best pre-order bonus I've gotten. I haven't even played it. I still haven't figured out if you guys wanted me to play all the Doom games. Do you like La Mulana Zero? He says it's gonna be your daughter's mom making it. Taking me at night for Resident Evil. Bro, you say you'd be down for it. Yeah, so far I haven't played as much as they would. That game brought out, it brought her out of her shell. She's like, this game. It would be cool to say you play the Doom, see you play the Doom games, but how about shake things up and do Brutal Doom 1 and 2? Are those PC or console? Or anti-Doom? Wait, what? You say I saw the rage and it was real. Her rage was real. Oh. Well, I don't have Doom on PC. I only have Doom 1 and 2 and 3 on Switch, but that sounds interesting. Well, I know I personally prefer the unfiltered side of her. Oh, so they're free. Okay. This town made me feel uneasy as a kid. I knew it was gonna be covered up, so fucked up. Okay. Because I don't remember. On a scale of 1 to very fucked up, how messed up is that town? Is that her aggressive side finally breaking free after being past? It is. It really is. Wait. You give it an 8. I say that is some really happy and upbeat music there. I wonder how far aggressive Miguela could go. Probably pretty far. So you like this overworld OST?
Nothing withstands my blade.
At least it's not that first town from Shadow Hearts. Not that was super dark and creepy. That was super dark and creepy. So Shadow Hearts is another series that I want to get into, but I've never had the opportunity to play. So the Shadow Hearts games, how dark are they? I want any special items I can get. Let me get those. You say you were glad as a kid you didn't spend too many coins upgrading me. Dude, when I was a kid, I remember upgrading him fully, and then when that happened, I was like, you can't be serious.
Stuff of nightmares.
Torch him! You better practice if you want to beat me.
It's pretty dark at times, dealing with demons and supernatural stuff, and there is serial killer in the first and third game. So what you're saying is, Zero, I get a kick out of the game. So you send me a link. Okay. Ooh, I will hop on that. And then again, Persona 2 Instant Sing is pretty dark and as well. Yeah, Persona 2 is still my favorite Persona.
Torch him!
yourself nightmares, you can bubbles. In the dark of Shadow Hearts lies more in the mood than story. The crap stuff makes everything better. Since I got that Kaiko cable, I can actually start doing some Dreamcast streams. I've been thinking about streaming Blue Stinger. What do you guys think about Blue? Has anyone played Blue Stinger? I'm pretty sure you guys have played it. You feel bad for the characters in Persona 2. The other games, the characters got off easy. They really did. You never played Blue Stinger? Fangirl, you said that's one console I never had, the Dreamcast.
I'll tear you to pieces. Have faith.
Beast King Blast! Nothing withstands my
So you played Blue
blade.
Stinger, but you never beat it, kept freezing 30 minutes. Oh, damn. He said, one eye, you said you always wanted to play Blue Stinger. That game, there's a point in that game when I was a kid that absolutely terrified me, and I was too scared to play it anymore. And I ended up going back, and I finally played through it and beat it. And I hate how much of a cliffhanger that game ends on. I'm like, man, we're never gonna get that sequel. Says see you next game. We never get another game. Because the combat system in this game is so fun. It really is. Man, where am I supposed to go? The Persona 2 Eternal Punishment was the first and the last Persona game where the main character was an adult, and the cast was older too. It was a cliffhanger ending. I never knew that. Yeah, it bothered me that we just never got the, we never got the conclusion to it. Yeah, it just completely ended on the cliffhanger, and they never touched it since. It was a good I mean, albeit flawed game, but it was good nonetheless. I have no idea where I'm supposed to go. He's like, oh, traumatized baby face. I was traumatized, bro. Like, what happens to like one of the main characters? Just, I was like, damn. I mean, it wouldn't bother me now, but back then it was like, oh. What up, Chips? He said, now that's a hybrid dating sim. The main characters, now that it's a hybrid dating sim, the main characters will never be adults again. Okay, how do you guys feel about the... How do you guys feel about the direction that the Persona series has gone? I feel like it's gone so far away from what it once was. And its ties to, it's become way more lighthearted. So you've only dabbled in Persona 5. Like, for me, I know a lot of people praise Persona 5, and I know it's the entry point for a lot of people. Like Persona 4 was for a lot of people too, but man, to me, the best Persona game is the Persona 2 Duology, because that shit was dark. So I appreciate them bringing mainstream popularity to Mega 10 in the States, but it's a double-edged sword because the new audience only wants the Persona 3 style game. Yeah, like I don't think we're ever gonna go back to what Persona 2 was, or hell, even Persona 1.
How about this?
Yeah, Persona 5.
I'll tear you to pieces.
Persona 5 and 4 are when compared to what the series has been, they're very lighthearted. So I actually liked how Persona 5 gameplay wise did a nod to the previous games, bringing back guns from Persona 1, bringing back negotiations from 1 and 2, and not making enemy shadows. Persona 3 to 5. 3 is my favorite. I just hate that we've never got resolution on what happens to the main character in Persona 3.
We won.
I feel like he's eternally gonna always be lost. Persona 1, Revelations Persona is on the PlayStation Classic, but I would never recommend that version because it doesn't tie into the series because they heavily altered everything in it. The best way to experience Persona 1 is to play the PlayStation Vita PSP version. Oh, the Raido Kuzunohus too. Yeah, they did. I don't know what they were doing in that one.
Torture.
Here goes my impact bomb.
Yeah, like it's almost like they're just never gonna touch on that again. And the main character of 3 is just, well, you know, what happened with him is just what it is. Yeah, if you got a Vita, actually Persona 1 through 4 is all on the Vita.
Nothing withstands my blade.
So, you know, a lot of people think that SMT 5 is not gonna happen because the focus has been so strongly on Persona. And I gotta admit though, I'm sick of how much Atlas is milking the hell out of Persona. Oh my god, who here loves Strange Joining? That game is so good. But do you guys think that SMT5 would do well, given that a lot of this generation primarily only likes the Persona style of game?
We won.
Atlas just seems like they just want to milk things into the ground. It makes me wonder who's actually in control of Sega. Is it Atlas? They seem to be the only ones pumping out games. I don't think if it would, it's not as flashy as Persona 5, at least not from what they've shown so far. Well, I mean the main series has never been flashy. I mean, maybe three. But I think I look at it like this: you've got those Persona 4 or 5 only fans that aren't gonna touch anything that's not that. Yeah, like the main series, literally. Casuals, I can't see casuals having a good time with the main series. And be like, this is hard. Yeah, that's how it got down.
Stuff of nightmares.
How about this?
Well, the problem I'm seeing with all of it is the fact that the direction that they've taken Persona post Persona 2 duology is they've really tried to cater to the more casual audience, and by catering to them, they've effectively split the Shin Megami or the Megaten fandom. Because before, you just played Megaten games because you enjoyed it. You'd be a Megaten 1, 2, Shin Megami Tensei 1, 2, the Raito Kuzunohu games, Survivor, Devil Summoner. You just played them because you love the Shin Megami Tensei series, and for all the fact that everything ties into one another. But then you got the Persona fandom, which really started with, which I guess you could say it changed in 3 but didn't take off until 4 and 4 Golden. Well, more so 4 Golden. Well, 4 and 4 Golden. And they got to a point where if it's not that, like 4 or 5, they don't want to play it. They don't want to touch it. And that presents a problem because it's like you now have a fan base that, you know, effectively they're like, this is it. And so you put companies like Atlas in a position where it's like, well, all we can do is milk it out. Because, you know, you got a lot of hardcore Megaten people who don't care about the dancing all night games and those little spin-offs. They want the hardcore stuff. And Atlas is just they're not giving it anymore. If they want the main series to take off, then they're gonna have to introduce some mechanics, new mechanics the way Persona 5 did. Not necessarily the same mechanics, mind you, just something more modern. Yeah, I mean, cause you think about it, Shin Megami Tensei 3, and especially 4 and 4 Apocalypse were fucking hard. Like, those games did not hold your hand at all. So, like, I don't know how they're gonna cater that to the casual audience. You said three humbled your ass. You said you liked the story for both SMT4 games. So one thing I'm trying to figure out with SMT4, which one is canon or is 4 a time loop? Like not 4, but 4 Apocalypse. Is that a time loop? SMT games have good ass stories, but the difficulty can act as a wall to that. It really can. I definitely think that the SMT games have stories that rival anything, if not exceed anything that Final Fantasy can ever come up with. And they've been consistently good about that. If you play the DLC for Apocalypse 4, it makes a little more sense. They're trying to make sense of the Megaton multiverse to make for a good YouTube series. God help the poor soul who attempted that. You know who's doing that? Spirit's actually gonna do. He's actually working on that. And he's gonna tie in. He said he's gonna tie in Devil May Cry as well. He said it's an alternate timeline from the first 4. It's the same up to a certain point. Oh. The Flynn from Apocalypse 4 is not the same Flynn you play as from 4. Ooh.
gotta work even harder.
So if you play a certain DLC, you come across all the mains from each hand 1 through 4, and the Flynn you played as from the original shows up there, and he says what happened in his world. That's how I knew it wasn't the same exact timeline. I've told Leihua that she should definitely try out Shin Megami Tensei series. I know she would like Persona, but like given how I know she likes Labyrinth of Refrain, I told her a game that she should check out. And I'm not sure if you tried this game either, Zero, but there's a game called I think I have it. And this is for anyone who likes the Shin Megami Tensei series. The Lost Child is a superb game, made in the vein of SMT, is made in the vein of Persona 1 and SMT 4. Wait, what's on Switch? Similar to how Persona 2 Insane is not the exact same timeline as Eternal Punishment, since the events from it don't happen in Eternal Punishment. So you say you have Lost Child, you had the limited edition from NIS. So it is the sequel to El Shaddai. Ah. Oh, The Lost Child from NIS. You say you just add a few more games to your shopping cart on your PS4. What'd you add, Danny? He said, the main from El Shaddai got him as a DLC. The angel, right? Yeah, I got him too. I was like, I knew he was from El Shaddai, but I didn't know that The Lost Child was the sequel to El Shaddai. Yeah, I'm still trying to get Lehua to play The Lost Child because I know she would love it. It's not a boost for You said basically the new main is in the same position as the angel from the last game, from what I understand. Oh. But sometimes the worst thing that can happen to this franchise is going mainstream. Yeah, it's true. It often kills off way too many great series when they take mainstream. Because I always got irritated with this game because I spent all my money on weapons and armor and talent, and then 5 minutes later I find them more powerful out in the field. So we're similar position, except he isn't an angel, but he does have an angel partner. Yeah. Weird angel is just like a witch. Alright, hello, welcome back. Let's see. Like literally, you find stuff constantly in the field. So you never spent money on weapons in this game? Oh, so you just grinded then? Star Ocean departure R. First departure, Last Hope, Star Ocean, and Last Remnant remastered. For anyone who's curious, just to give you guys a heads up, the Star Ocean 2 is actually going to be they're bringing that to modern consoles. So if there's anyone who's a fan of Second Departure or Second Evolution, just know that it's going to be coming. They're going to be porting that very soon, actually. All right, fangirl, thank you for coming through. Are they bringing it to the US? Yes, they are. They are bringing it to the US. It's so First Departure R, they didn't expect that to actually do good, and it blew their expectation, because remember, they didn't put any type of marketing behind it either, you know, like aside from like casual stuff. But it did so well that they're going to they're bringing Second Evolution R to modern consoles. So PS4 and Switch. I need to get because I have First Departure on Switch, but I need to pick it up on PS4 so that way I can have like the entire series
We won.
on like one platform. I do know there's some other games. There's some games I can talk about as like rumor, because there's nothing definite. And some of those games are like they're working on a remaster of like Square's working on a remaster of Road Dragon's profile picture. So expect that to be coming at some point. No definite date. But Square is in this remastering and revising older franchise, so yep.
Beast King last!
So there's also going to be so you guys remember how Capcom threw out Onimusha remastered on modern consoles?
You better practice if you want.
You know how like the Onimusha remaster was missing, it had a completely different soundtrack, right? So that really had to do with the fact that the guy who composed the original soundtrack broke so many copyright laws. Yeah, they're aimed at the PS4, Switch, and PC. They're not really bothering with Xbox just because. So Capcom is in the works of redoing Onimusha, like not only with a remaster but with like a whole new entry. And if you look at what's the current trend now, it's samurai titles. Like you look at whatchamacallit, so you look at how you've got the Sekiro, you've got Ghost of Tsushima, you've got what's the other one? Neo 2, you know, you get Neo and Neo 2. So Capcom wants to get in on that and bring back Onimusha, but they're gonna make it less of a more actiony survival horror and more in the soul style format using the RE engine. Yeah, they need to bring Way of a Samurai back. You got caught into that web. Say, well, strictly speaking, they could do both games, but I'm down either way. I think a new Onimusha title with some of the aspects of like Sekiro and what's the other game? Neo. I think it would do really good, honestly. You know, one sometimes reminds me of Onimusha. Oh, Neo 2. Oh, it might. Yeah. Well, I'm always tired, Danny. I just powered. Coffee and caffeine. Actually, I had a nightmare about my ex-wife. Made me wake up in a cold sweat. I was like, oh god. He said, I mean, Bloodborne would be survival horror and Souls game. You know, I've never beat Bloodborne. I've never beat it. Not gonna make that same pineapple people mistake again. No, I'm not. But it's just, it was so weird because I had that dream, and my ex-wife was all like nice and shit, and I kept asking. I was like, "Where's Lehua?" And like, not only to my ex-wife but to other people, and I guess in the dream world I was in, like Lehua didn't exist. So I had got back with my ex-wife, and you know, eat cheeks and whatnot. Cheeks were beat. And then in the middle of beating cheeks, she decides to pull out a knife and it's like, "What did I tell you if you ever leave me?" Like mid thrust, like mid thrust or dig in her, and she pulls out a knife and just starts slicing my ass up. And then Lehua comes through a teleportation portal and saves me because she doesn't exist in that world. I was like, what the hell? And apparently I fell into the ninth layer of hell somehow. I don't know. Yeah. It was one of those dreams. Yeah, that was some interesting window weed you were smoking last night. He says some real Spawn shit going on right there. He said turn into Spawn at the end, maybe. Yo, like literally that shit was scary. And the thing is, like, I couldn't remove myself from her because like she, like, not only was she cutting me and trying to kill me, like she like literally turned to like a succubus and like collapsed on. Think that first demon you see Guts kill in Berserk. So that's a good woman right there. She just shooting your dreams. Bro got caught by the victimizer. The thing is, I don't normally dream. That's the part that got me. Is like I sleep and I wake up. I don't have dreams. But I had a dream and I was like, oh god, that's scary. So you had a dream once you were kissing a girl and she turned to a snake and bit me. Ooh. What kind of snake though? Ooh. Oh man. I don't like snakes. I find it so funny how all this stuff's going on and all Ruben can post about on social media is aliens and his interview with aliens. That shit's so funny. He said probably because you're stressed out and your subconscious is telling you to acknowledge shit. It could be that. Oh, excuse me. Well, before the quarantine thing happened here, I actually did run into my ex-wife. And she was oddly nice to me. And it freaked me out. She was nice and flirtatious. And I think it scared the shit out of me. is like subconscious trauma. I'm trying to think. Well, yeah, I don't know which personality it was, because she, for those who don't know, my ex-wife had dissociative disorder, multiple personalities, schizophrenia, bipolar disorder. Oh yeah, bipolar disorder, and was also epileptic. But you never know who you were getting. Yeah, I have that happen at times. How strong? She had full-on grand mal seizures. And what's funny is, I don't think I ever shared this, but dealing with her, and is Diane, my ex-wife, Chinese girl. She was never. There was never a lull point. She's always at one extreme or the other, and between dealing with her seizures, dealing with her kid from her other relationship, the kids that we quote unquote had together, family, trying to make sure she goes to the doctors, medications, seizure, because she refused to take seizure medication, so she would always have a seizure. Like, the only good thing I could say about Diane was that she had some bomb ass pussy. Like, pussy so good, 3 or 4 strokes to make it pop. But the things that I found out about her, like I come to find out, said she's fucking my best friend at the time, my best friend 10 years. Found out the kids were his. Found out that she was prostituting. Found out that, some incest shit in her family too. There's a lot of things I found out that I didn't know during. I didn't know about her health. And the funny thing is, and maybe it's not funny, but people out here that I've known make fun of me for being with her. They're like, "Oh, you knew she had all this." I'm like, "No, I didn't know. I really didn't know." But you know how people like to offer advice. They know, but when you're in it, they don't care. So I started having pseudo seizures, and epilepsy doesn't run in my family, but the doctor, I think one of the doctors was saying that because of the trauma of dealing with my ex-wife Diane and always being on edge and stressed out, that the only way my body and my I guess my brain could handle is just shutting itself down. You know? So it's like I would have seizures. So it's crazy. It's very crazy. I know. Oh God. That's why when I see, and I'm more partial to trying to talk to young men than I am women, because I see so many young men to get in these relationships with some crazy ass women, and they're like, "Oh, I love her, I love her." I'm like, son, you need to love yourself. Don't ever get in a relationship and let no bitch destroy you. I've been there. My ex-wife destroyed me to the core. So they say that men can't be abused. And then, you know, we in the society now where people are attacking men left and right, attacking masculinity. Men can be abused. I was one of them. Hell, I got the scar. I got the scar to show you. I'll probably show it on the other camera. You can't fix crazy, and you shouldn't fuck crazy. Ain't good for you. No, I didn't even have shaky seizures. I just literally, my brain would just shut down, and I would just collapse. You can't fix crazy. It is sad that people can't function and that a lot of them want to be good people. You can't fix crazy with love or patience. And you can't one thing I've learned, and because I've went through so many bad situations with women, you can't be Captain Save a Hoe, because hoes don't want to be saved. You can't turn a hoe into a housewife. And I learned that. I learned that the hard way, multiple times. My ex that was a Mormon was a hoe, literally and figuratively. Was now this good little Mormon girl, church going, mother of two. But I know what she was. This is why she doesn't like interacting with me much, because I remember what she was. From when my daughter passed away to up until before I got with Lehua, because Lehua was the only girl I never tried to get with. Because I was just burnt from so many bad relationships. For years, good decade, I was just trying to save hoes. I thought I was the one. I could save them. I could make their life better. And I was a fool thinking that, because the thing is, I was trying to fix them, but in reality, I needed to fix my goddamn self. Thinking that abuse is love. No, it's not. I had, like, the chick that was a Mormon went out, fucked around on me a bunch, fucked me, broke up with me, said she didn't want me, broke me to my core, came back, got back with me, broke me again, and just kept doing it over and over and over. I even went, the whole reason I was even in Washington State was because I went there to be with her, because I was chasing her. I wanted to fix her. Like I said, you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. Even though she a housewife now, she's still a goddamn hoe. Hoe tendencies is a real thing. Saying mine comes in 3 levels of strength. Number 1 is my jaw tightens. 2 is where I start drooling uncomfortably. And 3 is full on shakes. How often do you have them? I have a confession. I'm addicted to sugar. Why is that? The 1 and 2 come around every couple of months. I haven't had number 3 in years. So you're good with, like, my ex-wife was not. She just wouldn't take her medication. Or if she would take it, she would drink and take it, or smoke weed and take it, or use some type of drug and take it. Yeah, cause so you take it twice a day. My ex-wife was supposed to do that too. She wouldn't do it. She refused to do it. Or she would put it in her mouth, and then when I turn her, she put it in her mouth, put it on her tongue, drink milk or water, and it would. When I turn around, she spit it out. She didn't want to take it. What is this woman doing? If I recall correctly, the voice of Millennia is the same woman who voiced she voiced Ariel in The Little Mermaid. Yeah, she could have died. Yeah, she could have. The worst thing that ever happened to her was that I was at work, and I was working at the time at where did I work? I worked at UFC Gym at the time. It was a part-time hustle I was doing. So she had a grand mal seizure and she fell forward onto both her daughter from a previous marriage, one of the babies that we had at the time, and she fell onto the granite counter of our kitchen and she knocked out all of her teeth here over. So yeah, knocked them all out. And when I got home, ended up having to call the police, 911, right? And a different personality, because she had a personality that hated me. So the police that came, they came, they took her, ambulance took her, they wouldn't let me go with her. Oh yeah, and she's pregnant at the time too, with the second child. And so she was in the hospital. I got arrested for domestic violence, even though I didn't even do shit. I'm the one that called to get her out, get the ambulance. So I had to deal with that. They held me, and they let me. No, they didn't let me go. They held me in. I had to get bailed out. So one of my friends bailed me out, and then went with that looming over me until we went to court, and it got dismissed with prejudice. The thing about the legal system in America is it always sides with the woman, no matter what. And that wasn't the only time. It wasn't the only time. I've had legal issues because of my ex-wife. That's why, like, by the time I got with Lehua, I was just done. You guys ever heard of MGTOW, men going their own way? I was at a point of MGTOW where I just thought all women were just pieces of shit. And so, they were just pump and dump. Like I said, I wasn't trying to get with Lehua at all. And then she is the best thing that's ever happened to me. As well as any indication, that community can be super fun. Yeah, they can be. Extremism is rarely a solution to any problem at mistrust. That's true. I know. I know. I know. And like I said, like I don't want to use. I've said it before, like I don't want to use like me sharing all this. Like I've got funny stories, a lot of shit is serious. And the reason I share it is because I don't want other people to fall into that. There's situations where I see young men that are caught up with women that mean them no well, but they're so caught up on being pussy whipped that they think that, oh, this is love. Love is not about hurting. It ain't about cheating and all the other shit. But a lot of folks don't get it. What's up, Nero? King of the Oh, I have my blue light glasses. I just don't feel like wearing them. The reason I keep squinting is because the font is so small and I'm too lazy to make it bigger. This looks like the port from Grandia 1. Oh man, I wish I could take a nap after I finish this stream. Oh yeah, because they're working on Virtua Fighter 6. Yeah, well, I'm gonna end this stream in like 20 minutes, and then I gotta go hop on that podcast I was telling you guys about, and then from there, I'll be back with another stream tonight after like 6 p.m. or so. We'll be doing Dragon Mark for Death. Pending. I think Spirit should be there. Zero and Zero, you gonna hop on too when we do Dragon Mark for Death? Oh, for that podcast? I think it's live. Yeah, I'll drop a link for it. I'll drop a link for it when it goes. Let's see. This is the show that I'm gonna be on. Well, Zero, I haven't touched it since we last played, honestly. Yeah, I mean, if people aren't able to do that stream, then what I'll do is I might switch it up to something else. Possibly even Resident Evil 7 VR. Possibly, I don't know. Okay. We'll just play it by ear. The tentative drag mark for death, but if anything, we could do something else like Resident Evil 7 VR for a bit, something else. Wait, we can? Really? Yo, here, I need more details on this. All right, Rogue. I'm certain the levels of piracy are gonna just jump right now. I guess another question I do have is, would you guys want me to start streaming earlier than what I already do? Like, instead of doing like the time I started this stream, would you guys want me to start like earlier than that? Okay. What about everyone else? See, with the situation we're in now, I'm mostly bored most of the day. Earlier stream would be nice. It's not too much for you. Where you are now. Okay.
Damn!
Damn, that was rigged. Yeah, he did. So with AMC on demand, some of the movies that were still in theaters on there, like Bloodshot, for example. Heard Amazon has some too, but I haven't looked into it on there. Yeah, I believe this is the date part. Said Bloodshot caught your attention, but I never got to see it in theaters.
Damn!
He said break his arm. I don't see how I'm supposed to win this.
Damn!
Like, how do you even win this? Okay, I'm annoyed.
Damn!
Oh, I get it. I get it. I get it. That wasn't obvious though. No, you take the win. You can win. Nah, fuck you. Yeah, you can take the win. I get it. I get it now.
Damn! Yeah.
Cheating bastard. I ain't giving up.
Ha-ya! Ha! Ha! Damn! Ha!
So it's rigged from the point of go.
Ha-ya! Ha!
That's how it is. You have to do it exactly at go. Guess you want to watch over the top. Yeah, the minute it says go, you gotta press ZR and hold it. Because if you don't do it at exactly go, you're not gonna win. So if you had to choose between Elena and Millennia, who would you guys choose? They should definitely bring back Brave Fencer Masashi. Zero, you go with Millennia. Yeah, this is a game from the Dreamcast from 2000. Alright, so I'm gonna save. And we're gonna pick this up on next time. All right, and with that being said, hope you guys well, I would choose Millennia any day of the week over Elena. Millennia is that's waifu right there. So with that being said, I hope you guys had fun. I know this is a shorter stream than usual. It's only 3 hours, and we typically go a whole lot longer. But I had to compensate. But got more content coming out. I'm gonna be working on some more stuff. Got some conference calls, podcasts to hop on, and then we'll be back with the stream tonight. Tentative is Dragon Mark for Death, but if we can't get folks to play that, then how do you guys feel about a VR game? Yeah, I know. I haven't even eaten yet, and I've been up all morning. But I'm gonna go grab something to eat, get back to work, and make content for you guys. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you hit the like button on your way out. If you are new to the channel, enjoy the content, enjoy what you had here, the talks and everything like that, then go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. And if you want to support the channel, support the content, completely optional, no one has to, but if you want to, you can. We got Patreon, channel memberships, super chat donations, and all that. Patreon starts at about $1 a month at the very entry. If you want to, you can go up to, you can go up from there. Channel memberships start at $5, can go up from there. The $5 tier on channel memberships, $10 tier on Patreon gives you behind the scenes access to stuff. So everything I'm working on now, patrons and channel members, you guys get early access to that. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. I hope y'all had a great time. I'll catch y'all in a couple hours, and see y'all on the next one.